Good evening, folks. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the Loft at Hermit Woods. How many of you are here for the very first time? Oh, wow, excellent. We got some new folks, and thank all the rest of you for continuing to come back and support us. We really appreciate it. Actually, if you could continue that round of applause for Corey and the team down in the kitchen for making such great food. Thank you. We really can't do it without them. And Amanda tonight is doing our sound. If we could give her a round of applause. Thank you, Amanda. So I'm Bob. I'm one of the co-founders of Hermit Woods Winery. And this whole adventure that we're on together here tonight started in my master bedroom 15 years ago when we decided to convert it to a tasting room and become a winery in my home. I have my wife, who's sitting over here, to thank for giving up her master bedroom for this adventure. It was very kind of her. I did tell her if she went along with this crazy idea, I'd fill her whole basement up with wine, right? How many of you would say no to that? So it's been a heck of a ride. We were out of my home for 3 years, and then we bought this building in 2013, and we've been running the winery out of here since. And at some point along the way, I discovered this amazing space up here, which was not at all amazing when I first discovered it. It was a tired law office from the 80s, and it needed a lot of work. But I realized that the 7-foot ceilings could go up to 14 feet, and that's when the magic happened, and I realized this has to be something special. So I reached out to a gentleman I knew, John Lorenz, who had been organizing a listening room series at Pittman's Freight Room for many years in Laconia, and asked him if he would help me build a music venue here. And we worked together for several years, and along with a whole crew of other people that transformed this amazing space into what you see today. And we've been putting shows on here now since 2022. We've put on probably 160 shows on this stage since then. And if you guys will keep coming out and buying tickets, we'll be putting music on the stage for the rest of my life, which I promise you is going to be a really long time. I hope. Thank you. We have some great shows coming up. I want to just make you aware, if you want to learn about shows that are coming up in the future, we have all of our shows booked out till December. They're not all currently on our website. I think we're current until August this year. So if you go to hermitwoods.com/music, you can learn about all of the music that's coming to our stage over the next few months. And within the next few weeks, I hope to get the rest of the shows published, so you can plan your music scene for the next year. Coming up on May 8th, we have a band called Can Trip. I'm really excited. I haven't heard them play myself, but I've seen their promo material, and it's going to be a great show. I'd Google them and check them out. You'll be amazed. And then on the 15th, I'm really excited to have Troy Millette and The Fire Below. Those are just two of the upcoming shows. As I said, there's many more on our website. Take a look. And I'm pretty sure you guys didn't come out here to hear me talk, so I want to get us into the show as quickly as possible. If you're not aware, this is a listening room, so we do ask that you remain quiet during the performance. And also, if you could take a look at your phone and make sure your ringer's off so we don't have any phone calls coming in while we're in the middle of the show, that would be much appreciated. And a couple other notes. We are live broadcasting this show to Facebook and YouTube, and so if you have friends at home that want to catch a glimpse of what's going on here tonight, you can send them a note that we'll be live. And these shows will live on YouTube into the future, so if you want to share this experience with others, that's another way you can share it. And we appreciate any love you send out in the social media world about what's going on here, so we can help spread the word of the great music that's coming up on this stage. Your ticket price tonight has covered at least some of the cost of putting this event on. But these are very talented artists that have been working very hard all their lives to become the musicians that they are today. And if you appreciate what's going on tonight and really want to support these artists further, we do accept tips. There's a QR code sign somewhere. Katie's got it. If you want to do it the modern way, you can click that QR code. It'll take you to an opportunity to provide a digital tip. And we also have a tip bucket over there for those old-fashioned folks like myself who just like cold, hard cash. You can put a tip in the tip bucket. No pressure. Just your being here tonight is support enough, and we really, really appreciate it. So thank you. And I should also mention we have some of our artists have some merch, Katie, and I don't know if everybody has merch over there, but we have some merch on the table. If you want to support them that way, that's also much appreciated. You can take some of their beautiful music home with you tonight if you like, and that'll be available after the show. So, without further ado, I'm really proud to have partnered with Katie Dobbins in the last 2 years to create this show, the Songwriter RoundUp. She came to me two and a half years ago and pitched this concept, and I fell in love with it from the beginning. And she's been putting a show on the last Wednesday of every month for the last 2 years, over 2 years now. I don't know how many shows we've done, a lot, and it's really exciting. And so tonight, she's got every last Wednesday she brings different talented singer-songwriters from all over New England and beyond to join her on the stage, to share music in the round, to tell stories about the beautiful music that they've recorded and why they recorded it, and some of the ideas and the stories behind the music, and then they're going to perform it for you. So it's a really a unique treat. So without further ado, let's bring Kray Van Kirk to the stage. Welcome, Kray. Thank you. And Christine Baillargeon. Welcome, Christine. And last but not least, our host, Katie Dobbins. Enjoy the show, folks.
Hello. How's everyone doing? Having a good night so far? We had a beautiful day. It's a beautiful night. Thank you so much for coming out on a Wednesday evening to hear us play some music for you. I'm going to kick us off with the first song of the night. And I will play this song as an invitation to you. You're here. We're all here together. And this is an invitation to really allow yourself to be fully immersed and fully present in this moment and this evening, because we only get it once. And it's here right now. This is a song called Photograph the Stars. It's one of those nights, so dark outside. I wish I could hide, but thank God for the moon. Oh, I wish that you could see this. Every time I try to photograph the stars, I'm left with nothing but a picture of the darkness. Seems the only way to capture the light is to look with my own eyes, hold it in my mind. I invite you to come, I invite you to come and share this. It's one of those nights, my dreams burn so bright. I'm feeling inspired by this moon. Oh, I wish that you could see this. Every time I try to photograph the stars, I'm left with nothing but a picture of the darkness seems the only way to capture these lights is to look with my own eyes, hold it in my mind. I invite you to come, I invite you to come and share this. Come see this light, it burns so bright. Come see this light, it burns so bright. Come see this light, it burns so bright. Come see this light. Every time I try to photograph these stars, I'm left with nothing but a picture of the dark. The only way to capture these lights is to look with my own eyes and hold it in my mind. I invite you to come, I invite you to come. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was so wonderful. So I just drove across country, and I had those moments because when you're driving, you can't take photos. And there's this beautiful scenery, and I couldn't take the pictures. It almost killed me. But I realized I have it in my mind. It's okay. So I'm going to play a song that is, I was talking to a friend, and she brought up somebody that I hadn't thought about in years that I was once really close to. And I was struck by how in that conversation, that person was so present. I could, their smile, the nuances of their personality, their dry wit, they were just so present. And it somehow made me realize you don't really lose people. And it made it easier to let go. And so this song is about the different ways that we hold people after they're gone. Are you hearing that? Don't look back, just keep on walking. Don't look back, you just keep on walking. And I will hold you gently, freely, in a wide open tent, in the space between the hours, in the moments I am stealing. In our story that has now been told, sunlight shards on bedsheet folds, coffee, but before my clothes, winter's heat and summer's cold. But don't look back, you just keep on walking. Don't look back, you just keep on walking. And I will hold you in my longing, in laughter unhindered, in a smile so real it's dangerous, a touch so soft it whispers, in the melody that crossed my sky. It won't ever leave me in the great expanse of time, in acceptance without reaching. But don't look back, you just keep on walking. Baby, don't look back, you just keep on walking. You once danced with me, darling, while the moon was bright and full. You told me how you love me and promised that you always will. But don't look back. Don't look back. And in the distance you are missed, released into the knowing, the sweetness found in reason, the space that holds me still. For it is fear that wisely understands just what it is I'm holding. It's the last refrain of my favorite song, and it's fading on the wind. Don't look back. It's a great big world, and I am holding you still.
Story from the Great Depression to remind us that hard times don't last forever. Eventually, the wheel rolls around again, and the good times come around, usually because women just get fed up with what men are doing, and they say, move aside, and they get everything done right. Daddy lost his job one day, wouldn't take a cut in pay, couldn't find another place, even one that paid him less. So he settled into his easy chair with his dog-eared magazines till the bank took back our house, and my mama only screamed. When she was a little girl, she dreamed she found a pearl hidden in the pocket of her pants, but the pants were full of holes. When she woke, the pearl was gone. She was only 6 years old. Hold on tight, my mama said. Keep your eye upon the sun. Put your faith in the road ahead. Days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blown apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your heart. Days of mercy will come again. So we sold off all we owned, headed east in a touring car, found a place with a plot of land down in windy Arkansas. Daddy worked on the lady's farm, but my mama heard it said he didn't work that lady's fields as much as he worked her bed. So she packed a cardboard case with a single change of clothes, put the baby on her hip, told us all to follow close, and we began the long walk home to the California coast. Hold on tight, my mama said, keep your eye upon the sun, faith in the road ahead, days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blown apart, in the eye of a hurricane, strength and courage fill your heart, days of mercy will come again. When I fainted from the heat in the Oklahoma sun, Mama led me to a stream, dipped a cloth to bathe my head, walked all through New Mexico, and in the migrant worker camps, I learned all there was to know about the kindness of the poor. Though the children dressed in rags gave us everything they had, bags of sweets and ready smile, fresh tortilla by the fire, in the huts of rusted iron, till the baby started crying. Hold on tight, my mama said, keep your eye upon the sun, faith in the road ahead, days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blown apart, in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your heart, days of mercy will come again. When we finally reached L.A., by a lake in Lincoln Park, man was standing all alone, throwing crumbs to feed the ducks. When you gonna take those children home? Asked the man, and my mama said, we just walked 2,000 miles, we'll make it yet with a little luck. Then the man just turned away, said he guessed his time had come. He pulled out $2 bills, enough to see us right, for a can of pork and beans and some shelter for the night. Hold on tight, my mama said, keep your eye upon the sun, faith in the road ahead, days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blown apart, in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your heart, days of mercy will come again. Hold on tight, my mama said, keep your eye upon the sun, faith in the road ahead, days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blown apart, in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your heart, days of mercy will come again.
Well, that guitar playing was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Both of you are fabulous people, because I've been hanging out with them for a couple hours now, and I've already had like a great day. Fabulous people, fabulous songwriters. Both of those songs just pulled me in, and I feel very, very, very fortunate to be sharing the stage with you this evening. Thank you so much.
We're so blessed you invited
for being
us.
here. And they traveled pretty far. So Christine drove from Bridgeton, Maine today. And Kray is on tour currently from California. He's been going all across the country. 3 months you've been on tour?
I've been out for a month. I'll be home in the middle of June, so 2
Okay.
months total. Yeah.
2.5 months total. So that's a trek.
That's a lot
And
of
last
days.
you drove from Albany today.
Just from
Albany, New York. Just Albany, he said. I just came from Albany. So we so appreciate you both being here. Thank you. As soon as you described a little bit about what that song was going to be about, I thought, oh, I know what I'm going to play next. But this is a song I haven't played in a while. It's not recorded yet anywhere, but it's called Wind and Waves, and it's about how sometimes you feel like things are crashing around you, but actually it's making room for something new to happen. So. Nothing lasts forever, brick and mortar getting weathered through these storms. This old heart is getting weathered by these storms. These old rocks tell a story, sturdy bones upon the sand. Shadow of a former glory, guiding travelers back to land. What is it that you have seen with worn and tired eyes? Years and years of standing tall have turned your songs to sighs. All the winds and waves are shaping, all the earth beneath you shaking. When it feels like you are breaking, you are making all things new, all things new. Beating waves, heavy water, darkness heaves upon the shore. Every cloud strikes relentless to wash away all you were before. The strongest storms have healing power, drench you and restore. When you break, that's when you make the room for something more. Oh, the winds and waves are shaping, all the earth beneath you shaking. When it feels like you are breaking, you are making all things new, all things new. Yeah, the winds and waves are shaping, and the earth beneath you shaking. When it feels like you are breaking, you are making all things new, all things new, all things new, all things new. The strongest storms have healing power, drench you and restore. Reawaken broken pieces, brighter than before. Thank you. Thank you so much.
This is going to be a weird analogy, but I was thinking about how bright and hopeful that song was and how pretty your pink, sparkly nail polish is.
Oh, thanks. Oh my gosh, thank you. This is the first time I got my nails
so
done in
beautiful.
5 years, so thank you for noticing.
So a lot of my songs are not that bright and sparkly. I went through a divorce after a 12-year marriage, so it's my breakup album. But it took like 10 years to come around. It didn't come right afterwards. But so this is another song kind of about letting go. It's about how do you sometimes when you're in a dynamic relationship where it's so good you've never experienced it, levitation, the love is so wonderful, and then it's so bad you just didn't even know life could be that bad. Then when it ends, you have this weird dichotomy because how do you hold on to the good memories and forget the others? And I realize you just do. You just let the bad go because it doesn't matter anymore, and you hold on to what was wonderful and beautiful in that relationship. And so this is a song called Open Handed. Oops. 10 years of running for two and away. We said it was forever, and we we meant it that day. But now we're both broken, not a kind word to say. And if I can't find a way through, I'll be leaving my heart here with you. The words flow like water and get carried away. We pretend that they don't matter, then love remains unchanged. But a heart knows the difference as it's pulling away. And if I can't find a way through, I'll be leaving my heart here with you. To run to freedom or to peace, the struggle at once ended. Open-handed release, walking away at the point of no return. Forgiveness is befriended, surrendering all that is true, to hold on to memories of you. Years of running, both to and away. It's an unfinished story we're afraid to replay. We dance on in circles but won't leave and can't stay. But if I can't find a way through, I'll be leaving my heart here with you. To run to freedom or to peace, the struggle at once ended. Open-handed release, walking away at the point of no return. Forgiveness is befriended, surrendering all that is true, surrendering all that is true, to hold on to memories of you.
Really love that line. Surrendering all that is true to hold on to memories of you.
I
Thanks.
totally love your voice.
Yeah, there's that. That was really beautiful. It must be like, it's so vulnerable of you to write that record.
You know, but this is the strange thing. So my ex-husband, he said, you know what? Don't worry about my feelings. Just write the truth.
Wow, what a gift. Hey.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll still...
Wait till you hear the other
I
songs.
was
No, I'm
gonna
just
say,
kidding.
I wonder if he'll still feel that way once he hears them all.
How come you couldn't be that way when we was married? Well, I didn't plan it this way, but I'm also going to sing a love waltz in 3/4 time. I shouldn't be sexist about this song, but I am. This is the favorite of all the songs I've written. And I love singing it for women who are old enough to have some dirt between their toes and some starlight in their hair. Because in this youth-obsessed society, I love watching you folks walk down the street, and I know that in your memories you have a week or a month, a summer, maybe an entire year with someone that you have never forgotten. And it was golden days and silver nights on the hills of Beltane. This is Lost Lover's Waltz. Alone on the dance floor at midnight, waiting for you to appear. A red velvet dress and black satin lace dusted my memories dear. But you're waiting alone on a floor like my own for a man with a face that's not mine. So I'll dance alone with a ghost I once knew, once upon a time. This is my lost lover's waltz, dancing like lovers do. This is my lost lover's lost waltz that I never danced with you. And down by the water where the minstrels all play, and the painters they wait for the light, the dancers they sit with their feet in their hands and quietly rest from the night. And the playwrights they sit with their quills in their hands and they drink their black coffee like wine. But no words they write can turn back the pages when you were the measure of time. This is my lost lover's waltz, dancing like lovers do. This is my lost lover's lost waltz that I never danced with you. They say Paris is magic. They say Paris is the city of love. And I love all my memories of Baudelaire nights and mornings with you dressed in sunlight. On the dance floor at midnight, candles beginning to fade. The mirrors are empty, they won't show my face. Shadows in silent parade. And locking the doors as I make my way home through the empty streets crowded too soon. Following footsteps that lead ever onward, stepping in time with the moon. This is my lost lover's waltz, dancing like lovers do. This is my lost lover's lost waltz that I never danced with you.
Sad but gorgeous. Yes. Yeah, I loved it. I'm debating now, so I don't really have that many love songs. I'm not really one to write love songs. I don't know why. But I did just write one, so I have a new love song. So I could play that, or I have a song about being lost. Any preference? They're both brand new, so I'm going to debut something new. Aren't they the same thing, he says? We'll stick on the love theme. I'll play the love song. This song actually started as something totally different. My mom and I were talking over coffee, and she was, I don't know, talking about how like the coffee tasted bitter or something. And I said, you know, coffee is kind of bitter. It's kind of weird that we like coffee. Like we don't come out of the womb craving coffee, you know. It's one of those things that we learn to like over time, or we associate it with traditions or people or moments, and we are like, wow, I just love having coffee in the morning. When I was younger, I thought coffee was the most disgusting thing, you know, and now I'm like, where's my latte? So I don't know, so it just got us talking, and then she said, I hope it's okay that I'm sharing your story, Mom. She said, Actually, I've always loved coffee. When I was 10 years old, I used to wake up early every morning to have coffee with my dad. And I said, there it is. That's why you like coffee, because you shared it with your dad every morning growing up. And so then I had this song idea in my head, and I started writing it, and it was a breakup song, and I'm like, what? And then I decided to make it a happy love song instead. So it's called, just had to change a couple words, and it worked, but it's called Coffee in the Morning. Is it that Wrangler or your rugged hands in my hair? Is it that open road or the smell of your cologne? Do I even like the challenge of a standard? Or just the way you laugh every time I stall it? I don't even know if I like coffee in the morning. Maybe there's just something about the way you pour it for me as the sun lights up the kitchen. Way too early for my liking, but I like having that quiet time with you. Is it that country song or the way you sing it for me? Is it that dance floor or the way you pull me close? Do I even like staying out past midnight? Or just the way you hold my hand walking me home? I don't even know if I should like that whiskey bourbon. Maybe there's just something about the taste of it on your lips as the moon lights up the kitchen. Way too late for my liking, but I like talking into the night with you. Ooh, I don't even know if I like bike rides or game nights, museums of fireflies in a jar. I don't think I ever need to go out fishing or stay out all night chasing stars, unless it's where you are, unless it's where you are. I don't even know if I like coffee in the morning. Maybe there's just something about the way you pour it for me as the sun lights up the kitchen. Way too early for my liking, but I like having that quiet time with you. Yeah, I don't even know if I like coffee in the morning, but I know I really like the way you pour it for me. Thank you.
I have to know, did you write that for someone, or was it just the concept? Was there
It
actually
was
a
just
person
the
in-
concept. But I will say, well, when I write, I feel like a lot of my songs are modge podges of a lot of things in my life. So it's like a lot of times I will write a song not inspired by, sometimes it is one specific thing, or sometimes it's like I'll draw from different people I've known or experiences I've had, and then it kind of all comes together. But it was the concept.
Well, I had this very handsome man in mind for you.
Oh, thank you.
So,
She didn't really want to know about the songwriting process.
I'm a romantic, you know. So Kray, Van Kirk, and I are both Californians, right? So, and unless you've really spent some time there, that's an interesting thing. So I moved to Maine about 10 years ago, and I really had an other feeling. I had a feeling like I was, you know, not normal because I was so different from everyone, and I had to make this decision about, well, I'm either going to tone myself down or I'm going to be very lonely. Which is it going to be? And so it's very lonely. But this is a song I wrote about that, and it's not about that. It's about tolerance, you know? I mean, why can't we just all really be ourselves and accept that with each other, you know? All that uniqueness, that very unique, wonderful weirdness that we all have. This is called Room. Trying to be something I'm not, a lifetime of searching, and I may not understand what's here inside me, but I know that it's all that I've got. So I can't fit in a box just to make you feel comfortable. Your colors and hues, they are not in my palette, and I'm coloring outside the lines, outside. But all of the world is a canvas, unbounded. There's room for the dancing of color and the painting of song. Room for me and room for you. Alone or together, it all feels the same. The future laid out before me, or the sound of your name in pretense beside you, or in silence that steals all my air. In this chaos and order, there is joy and despair. You are here or you're not, but I am still there in the world we inhabit, in a space that I must make my own, my own. And every day is adventure, it's endless. There's room for kaleidoscope memories and for deep water dives to find me, to find you. some space there beside you, inside the wall, maybe some time, and all of the grace you can spare. In your presence, there's healing, it's a comforting sound to hear somebody breathing. A touch point is found doing nothing at all. You have so much strength you can share, strength to spare, and every life is a mystery unfolding. There's room, like a sky full of wonder exploding. There's room for all of the magic we're holding. There's room for me, and room for you.
Can I pour you some coffee? Christine was making some self-deprecatory comments prior to the show. I don't want to hear you making any more of those.
I was telling him how honored I was to play with these two. They're such pros, you know. I was like, wow, really honored.
Is that song you just played recorded, or you're making a
Yes,
record?
I'm making a record. It's supposed to be out this summer. It's pretty much done. I have one more song I wrote for my mom I want to record, but yeah, it's on there.
Oh, that's awesome.
I keep telling my wife I want to have one guitar for every tuning I play in. Yeah, that was kind of the same. Yeah. There's a house about Kirk out upon the Irish Sea, where it's written on the doorway where the window used to be, that all who come inside will be tucked in for a lovely evening tea. There's a house about Kirk and it's tilted on its side, drunk upon the tempest, surrounded by the tide, but solid of Byzantium where candled windows and the dark collide. There's a house about Kirkmichael, and it's full of sleepy bears, and a dozen shabby tigers who pounce upon the stairs. And out along the widow's walk, Joe Strummer singing with the mescalaires. And well, about Kirkmichael is a child who loves the dogs, and one who plants her flowers from the garden catalogs, and one who builds her dragons hidden softly in the heavy autumn fogs. Only heroes dare the kitchen with pie and pudding on the wall and floor. It's my favorite mystery. It's the pages of our history. verse about Kirk Michael, and in it I will die. I'll leave it for the children with the windows open wide. Those poets, their patchwork quilted boats to set them free. These fragments I have shored against my ruin, and love shall not be lost in this summer flowered house beside the sea.
We were trying to figure out how you were making so much noise.
Are you 2 or 3 finger picking?
I am this many. Fish live in water.
I'm going to move to the piano. Talk amongst yourselves.
The Civil War was neither civil nor a war discussed.
Thank you. Well, you guys are so, aren't they great? Yeah. I'm having so much fun. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And thank you, Bob Manley is the guy who really, there's 3 owners of this winery, and all 3 of them are phenomenal people, very supportive. But Bob, you are the one that really spearheads the music part of this and has championed it from the beginning. So can you guys give it up for Bob? Thank you. I play a lot of wonderful places, and I am always so grateful to be here. I go and I tour and I play and I come back here and it just feels like home. So thank you so much. I love what you said, Christine, about not watering yourself down, and there's room for all of us, and that was a really beautiful song and sentiment, and I resonate a lot. When I started playing music out, I created a motto for myself and for other people, and it says, "Be you, be brave, be free," because I was really pretty scared to do this. So thanks for coming out to nights like these and supporting us and making us feel good being up here. But I'm gonna play a song called Wild. I write a lot about nature and about things that kind of pull you back to yourself or pull you out of your comfort zone so that you can discover more of yourself, and that's kind of what this song is for me. I wrote it sitting by the ocean in Maine, actually. Like a wave crashing on the shore, you're breaking walls down around my heart. Like a rushing wind, you're coming into my world, painting it with colors I've never seen before. You're wild, your love is louder than any sound when you move. You send my heart out, running like a fool. I think I'm wild like you. I hear your voice whisper in my mind. You're telling me leave the shore behind. There's greater things than I can see. All I know is There's something about you that makes me wanna go. You're wild. Your love is louder than any sound when you move. You send my heart out running like a fool. I think I'm wild like you. I'm wild like you. Show me probable impossibilities. Wanna see everything from your perspective. I wanna fly to places beyond reality. Let's go where the clouds meet the sea. There are no limits here. My heart has been set free. You're wild, and your love is louder than any sound when you move. You send my heart out. I'm running like a fool. I think I'm wild like you. I'm wild like you. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running to you. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running to you. 'Cause your love is wild. Thank you. Thank you.
That was wild in a good way, right? Wild in the good way. So that was amazing. Both, and that last song, oh my goodness. You guys are astounding. So this song is very abstract. I was really stressed out one day. I'm going, why am I so stressed out? I'm working so hard. Well, why am I working so hard? Oh, I have this boat that I need to float. And that's why I'm working so hard. And I realized I'm not really spending money, I'm spending time. And that time comes from relationships and music and the outdoors and, you know, things that really matter. And then I got on another track thinking, what about relationships? Do you remember when you used to have one phone and it had a long cord and it went to every room in the house? Do you remember those days? And you used to fight with your siblings because you had 3-hour conversations with your best friends, right? And, you know, compare that to now where if you call somebody outright without texting them first and making sure that it's a good time to talk, then it's considered rude, right? You're not supposed to do that anymore. And then I thought about how back in the day, I'm old, back in the day, a boy getting to first base took a while. You know, now we have an app. Everything's been expedited. And so this is kind of a culmination, a very abstract of all those things. And it's called Rainbow. Oh, let me try that again. I'm sitting atop a rainbow, guardian of this pot of gold, thinking on the legend. No happy ending is foretold, just looking and not finding. It's sitting out there in plain sight, but the trickery, it's blinding. Lesser things arranged to catch the light. Name your treasure, shining silver mountains climbed. Weigh and measure, trailing zero, peace of mind. Count up all your riches with toes and fingers, or with your heart. I just showered you with kisses, quest complete. Or are you just getting started? I'm sitting atop a rainbow. Things look different from the ground, so I took a higher vantage point to view this sadness that surrounds us. The jewels are buried deep now. We fear misunderstanding, love's a secret that we keep now. Lose everything to find it. At the end of the rainbow, the veil whispers, worthless, hiding the gold with the line. You carry the hope of the world, its future embodied, the art of creation realized. The prize, you are the prize. I'm sitting atop a rainbow, guardian of this pot of gold, riches beyond measure. Despite the things I've lost and sold, the whole world's out before me. With a love that overflows, there are people that adore me, and oh, so many more I'd like to know. Name your treasure, shining silver mountains climbed. Weigh and measure, trailing zero, peace of mind. Count up all your riches with toes and fingers, or with your heart. I just showered you with kisses, quest complete. Or are we just getting started?
Now, the madness of Don Quixote was not that he wore cardboard armor or thought that windmills were giants. Those were really good clues, but they were not the diagnostic. The the core of Don Quixote's madness was that he expected that the world would recognize his naked idealism. And broken at last by despair, his futile sanity is laid waste. And knighted in his armored mind, he rides forth to heal the world. He casts aside his given name, and he takes up the mantle of the Midnight Commander. He patrolled the New York subway, the Q train Broadway line, from 96th on down to Coney Isle. His superhero mask was red, it was a pair of underwear, with rubber boots and cape a kitchen towel. And he knew the nightly riders, he called them all by name, and they made sure his nightly fare was paid. While his history was hidden and his origins obscure, on a ragged subway seat, a New York hero he was made. If angry words were thrown against two women holding hands, or a homeless man was kicked and put to shame, if someone in a turban was pushed around and cursed, his eyes would flash and loudly he'd exclaim, he'd say, I am the Midnight Commander. Oh, I am a flame, I am a beacon in the night. I am the Midnight Commander. Set aside your hatred and put aside your fear, for the Midnight Commander is here. Oh, the Midnight Commander is here. Now everyone he challenged, they felt his gentle power, and they'd falter in their hatred and their pain, standing quiet, wondering at the seasons of the heart, and an old man in pajamas on the train. And the riders of the subway, the Q train Broadway line, were proud and tall when he would pass them by. They'd smile at one another, they'd give a mighty cheer whenever they would hear his ringing cry when he said, I am the Midnight Commander. Oh, I am a flame, I'm a beacon in the night. I am the Midnight Commander. Oh, set aside your hatred and put aside your fear, for the Midnight Commander is here. Oh, the Midnight Commander is here. But all good deeds are punished, and someone finally made the call to New York's Metro Clinic with a tail. And a bed check found one empty. They found the window open wide. They found footprints headed toward the subway rail. And so the lords of Bedlam came, each one dressed in white, and they found him riding on his nightly fare. They called him by his given name, and that took away his soul and brought him back to his confused despair. But I am the Midnight Commander, he said as they gently led him off into the night. But I am the Midnight Commander, who will keep them from their hatred and rescue them from fear. If the Midnight Commander's not here, oh, if the Midnight Commander's not here. Now the New York City subway, the Q train Broadway line, gallops through the night just like before. But at 96th and 2nd, all the riders take a stand, for New York's Don Quixote was no more. And on the empty platform, as the train goes on its way, if you listen very closely, you can hear the voices say, been to hatred or to fear. Remember, oh, remember now, the Midnight Commander was here. Well, it started in Manhattan. It was a single burning flame. It spread to Queens, the Bronx, then Brooklyn, and Staten Island was the same. And Macy's, they ran out of red underwear, and rubber boots could simply not be found. They carved the words into the subway walls, and 1,000 voices thundered with a sound. And the words said, I am the Midnight Commander. Oh, I am a flame, I'm a beacon in the night. I am the Midnight Commander. Oh, set aside your hatred and put aside your fear, for the Midnight Commander is here. Oh, the Midnight Commander is here.
That was great. That was really fun. Great storytelling.
Yes.
Yes. I just love these nights. I feel so lucky that I get to be the one hosting these and playing with different artists every month. And I know I said thank you like 6 times, but thank you guys so much for being here. And we're going to do one more round for you all. You guys holding up okay? Having a good time? Okay. We're going to each do one more song, and then we have a little collaborative thing we're going to end the night with. What?
No, I did not say a word.
It's going to be wonderful.
But yeah, and thank you all. You know, these shows would not be the same without all of you here enjoying this night with us and making these memories. So thank you so much again for coming out. And if you like the show and you want to support the arts and specifically us, then, well, you already did that, so thank you. But as Bob mentioned earlier, we do have a tip jar over there. And the QR code, there's one here, and there's another QR code over by the tip jar. Oh, and thank you so much, sir. And so you can do that. That just is going to take you to a PayPal and a Venmo that's, or you can just type it in. It's Katie Dobbins Music. That's the link. And then I will share, I promise, all the tips with my friends here too. So thank you so much for your support. We love to do this, and you kind of keep the train running. So I'm going to move over to the piano for my last song, and we'll do one more round for you. You got another joke or story? Story from the road?
There was a young man from Nantucket. No.
I don't think he can.
When I was little, we drove our family car. It had a broken radio in it, so we couldn't listen to any music. So we used to drive around just making up stories like that. Making up stories, making up songs, and it was really fun. This is a song called Just 'Cause I Can. Just 'cause I can doesn't mean I should. Just 'cause it shines doesn't mean it's good. Hit the road in my brand new Benz, leather cool beneath my hands. Got a monthly plan, I'm out $100,000. All my friends act so impressed, tell me I'm killing it, but they know the truth and all I have to lose. This is me at my worst, haunting me at my best. But just 'cause I can doesn't mean I should. Just 'cause it shines doesn't mean it's good. I don't know why I do this every time. Always seems I'm falling again. Just 'cause I can. Oh, 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 oh. I learned young not to play with fire. Then I met you and you took me higher than a bird in flight. But something wasn't right. No, I never should have even let you start. Always knew you'd break my heart like you break the rules. Yeah, you're so cool. Always me at my worst, haunting me at my best. But just 'cause I can doesn't mean I should. Just 'cause it shines doesn't mean it's good. I don't know why I do this every time. Always seems I'm falling again. Just 'cause I can. Oh, 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 oh. Just 'cause I can. Oh, 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 oh. Just when I think I ended it, you walk through my door again with a tempting grin. Shivers through my skin. I feel good when I'm with you. Hold me close, I start to lose myself in you. I get so confused. Well, maybe I'll finally realize that just 'cause I can doesn't mean I should. Just 'cause it shines doesn't mean it's good. Now I know I can do it better this time. Don't need to be falling again. Just 'cause I can. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, just 'cause I can. Oh, 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 oh. Just 'cause I can. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. That one is recorded. A few of the songs I played tonight are recorded. You can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you like to listen. I do have a couple CDs for sale if you still have a CD player. So does Craig. And Christine has a CD coming out. So if you want to keep up with all of our current and coming music, then please give us a follow on social media. We all have Facebook and Instagram and all that. So you can follow Kray around the whole country and Christine and me in New England and beyond. All right, that's it. I'm so excited you have a banjo.
Don't get too excited. This is not my best instrument. So let's have realistic expectations. And they're notoriously hard to tune.
Kray, she's still doing it.
I know. See? Come on, Kray. Be nice to yourself.
See, it was in perfect tune a minute ago.
Don't breathe on it.
That's how they are. There we go. So this song, you know, when I came to Maine, I had left my whole life. And it was a weird time. And really, nature is what healed me. I would go out walking in the woods. And I realized that, you know, sometimes you're going through things and you think God's not listening because you're going through things. And then, you know, maybe you can't talk to your friends about it. And when you're there, you know, you always have nature. You can jump in your kayak in the golden hour and watch the light dance on the lake. And you can go walk in the woods with the leaves under your feet and hear the wind in the trees. And do you know, I mean, and the song came out of that. It was just the benevolence that somebody gave this to us, that we have this beautiful nature, the intelligence and the intention of it, and just the complexity of nature. You know, anyways, I'm gushing. But it sounds like a religious song, but it was about that. So it's called Sweet Beauty. And it's...
try that again. Because that's killing me. God painted on the water, grabbed a handful of colors, and filled the sky, tempered and faded them into sunset to break open your heart. See the tears shine in your eyes. God taught the trees to whisper, exhaling their breezes, the night to hold. And I imagine the world began there with the angels dancing for a million souls. Oh, sweet beauty, break my heart. Leave me spent and empty as the new day starts for the world's wandering aimless. Love has gone with the light, and hope rests with you tonight. God gave the earth its voices, the thunder, the waves, and the birds their song, adorning the silence with worthy choices. Dance in the music your whole life long. Oh, sweet beauty, break my heart. Leave me spent and empty as the new day starts for the world's wandering aimless. Love has gone with the light, and hope rests with you tonight. God hears a heart that falters, every word that cannot be found. In presence and peace, in a doorway altered, we are walking this world barefoot on holy ground. Oh, sweet beauty, break my heart. Leave me spent and empty as the new day starts for the world's wandering aimless. Love has gone with the light, and hope rests with you. The world's wandering aimless. Love has gone with the light, and hope rests with you tonight.
Sorry for the bloopers.
So we'll finish up before our collaborative efforts, shall we say, with a story. And you folks in this part of the country should get this story. I tell this in Nebraska, and they go, "Oh, really?" And this is. I've actually written a screenplay to this. I'm going to Freeport tomorrow to scout for locations for the filming, and Nova Scotia, though the border makes it difficult. If anybody has a spare, you know, well, I was going to say 500,000 to 750 is the target budget. You know, throw it my way. There's a jar over there. Just, you know. Okay. Check, cashier's check. We'll be fine. Who knows who the Selkies are? The Selkies, not the Sulkings. That's grade school. But the Selkies. Yes. Okay. The Selkies, for those of you who don't know, the Selkies are the seal people. Those who can take off their seal skins and become human and walk on the land. And on certain beaches, if you know where to look, you can find them dancing all night long under the full moon. Oh, moon and tide, the water is deep, the water is wide. And the moon and the tide brought us here to dance all night with skies so near. And when the moon goes down and the sun appears, then he's home to the waves and the water so dear. Now, on this particular night, near this particular beach, an old fisherman was rowing home late one night after casting his nets off the Outer Banks. And he heard the sound of singing across the water, and he looked and he saw the Selkies dancing under the full moon. And one particular Selkie caught his eye and made his heart race, because like him, her face was a net of wrinkles, and her great mane of hair was the color of driftwood long, long on the beach. But she was as merry and jumped as high as any in that company, and he watched for a long time from the dark waters before setting his oars in and rowing away home. And when next the moon was full, the old fisherman took a basket, and he filled it full of fish from the day's catch. And he went down from his little house on the water down to the beach where he knew the Selkies would be dancing. And when they saw him, they were afraid, and they ran to the far end of the beach, and they huddled about their sealskins, because in all the stories, a man who is in love with a Selkie will steal her skin and take away her power so that she cannot go back into the water, and she has to stay with them. But the old fisherman showed them the basket of fish that he had brought, and he held out his hands to show that he meant no harm. And he walked up to the old Selkie, and he said, "I am old, and the few years that remain to me would be but the blink of an eye to one such as you who lives so long. And I am afraid of the dying and the darkness, and I would like to invite you to come and stay with me as my guest in my home and tell me all the things that you must have seen. It's not just fish and seaweed down there, is it? There are other things." And the old Selkie glared at him, and she thrust her sealskin behind her, and he said, "No, no, no. I would never try to take your sealskin from you. That would be a terrible thing. I'm too old for love. I know that's what the stories say, but I'm not too old for friendship." And the old Selkie stared at him, and her eyes grew wide and round until for a minute she really did look like a seal. And then she stretched out a hand, and she touched him gently on the side of the cheek, and she spoke but a single word. She said, "Wait." Then, giggling like a schoolgirl, she threw on her sealskin and dove home beneath the waves. Well, the old fisherman went home, and he went to sea, and he cast his nets, he caught his fish, and sold his catch at market. And that night with the Selkies faded like a dream that comes just before the sunrise. But when next the moon was full, the old fisherman filled his basket full of fish. He went down to the beach where the Selkies were dancing, and the old Selkie came up to him. She held out her hand and spoke but a single word. She said, "Dance." Oh, moon and tide, the water is deep, the water is wide. And the moon and the tide brought us here to dance all night with the sky so near. And when the moon goes down and the sun appears, then it's home to the waves and the water so dear. And the old fisherman danced all night with the Selkies, and in the morning the old Selkie came up and touched him gently on the side of the cheek before disappearing into the waves. And when next the moon was full, the old fisherman filled his basket full of fish, went down to the beach, danced all night with the selkies, and in the morning the old selkie came up to him. And she held out her hand, and she spoke but a single word. She said, "Beard." The old fisherman thought for a moment, and then he pulled out his knife that had cut rope and nets and fish, and he cut off his great beard below his chin, and he gave it to her, and she took it with her into the sea. And when next the moon was full, the old fisherman filled his basket full of fish, went down to the beach, danced all night with the selkies, and in the morning the old selkie came up to him, and she held out her hand and spoke but a single word. She said, "Hair." Well, he pulled out his knife again and cut his great mane of hair square off the top of his head, and all the selkies laughed, and they ran their hands over his head, and he laughed with them, but he gave the hair to the old selkie, and it disappeared into the waves. And when next the moon was full, the old fisherman fills his basket full of fish, walks down to the beach, danced all night with the selkies, and in the morning the old selkie came up to him, and she had a tiny shell of a creature that he didn't know. And she held it out to him, and she spoke but a single word. She said, "Blood." Well, out came the knife again, and a moment later the tiny shell was full of blood, and she cradled it like a newborn as she went into the dark waters. And after that, every month that the old fisherman went to dance with the selkies, at the end of the night, the old selkie would ask him for a gift. And one time it was one of his boots, and he walked home in one boot and one sock. And one time she asked him for his greatcoat that he wore to sea when the weather grew foul. And each time that she asked him for a gift, whatever it was, he gave it to her freely without question or condition. And then there came the night when the moon rose full over fields ripe for harvest, and the salmon were swimming upstream in every river. And the old fisherman filled his basket full of fish, and he went down to the beach, and he gave the fish to his friends, but he was very tired that night, and he couldn't dance. And so he sat on the keel of a long-ago shipwreck, and his friends sat with him and held his hand. And they watched the selkies dance and listened to them sing. And when the sun was turning the eastern sky to pale wheat, one by one the selkies came up and they said, "Good night," and into the sea they went. And the old selkie helped the old fisherman up, and she helped him walk down to the very edge of the waves. And this time, she had a gift for him. For she reached into the sand and she pulled out his very own sealskin that she had made for him from her magic and all the gifts that he had freely given without question or condition. And she showed him how to wriggle into it. She wriggled into hers, and they stood there at the edge of the sea with just their faces showing like children playing in the blankets just before bedtime. And he laughed with the silly joy of it, and she laughed too, and then she spoke but a single word. She said, "Love." Then quick as a salmon flashing bright, both of them pulled their seal cowls over their faces, and together they dove home beneath the waves. When the moon goes down and the sun appears, then it's home to the waves and the water so dear. Let me get tuned for this. I'm in a completely weird tuning.
Okay.
Thus the need for one guitar for every tuning.
How many tunings do you play?
I have 3 common ones, and every now and then something just really weird.
So it's like 12 guitars that could probably do it?
Well, that would do it, but you know, I need spares.
Thank you again for joining us this evening. I see a lot of familiar faces too. Who's been to Songwriter RoundUp before? I kind of already knew, but I just wanted to see all the hands. Thank you for coming back and supporting this show, this series. I really appreciate it. And tell your friends, this is a really cool, we're really, really fortunate to have a listening room like this here in the Lakes region. So spread the word, tell everyone you know, so that we can keep making music for the rest of Bob's life, which is going to be, like he said,
Very long.
at least another 80 years. At least. Another. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Oop. I might not be here next month, you guys.
He may have a connection for you.
Christine recommended this song as a closer, and I love it. It's called One Voice by the Wailing Jennings. And, oh, yay. You know it, yay.
Yeah, you should sing.
Yeah, sing it with us. And I just love it because music's so cool. I never would have met so many people if it weren't for music and playing music together or playing music for you, and it's a really powerful force, so.
We're lucky.
We're lucky with that.
Music and nature.
Are you tuned up, Kray?
I'm good.
Yeah. Good, all right.
Sort of. We'll see.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, the sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. Sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind, it will turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. Thank you.
And thank you. Let's hear it for Katie for hosting these shows for us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you one more time. Ah, thanks. Thank you.